A Soviet captain grabbed the two puppies and ordered his soldiers to start the tank. The officer then threw the puppies under the tank's chassis. The mother dog, seeing this, desperately broke free from her restraints and charged beneath the tank. This was a Soviet method for training suicide dogs. To make military dogs overcome their fear of tanks, they locked the dogs in iron cages, starving them for 3 days. On the 4th day, they only gave them water to survive. After days of starvation, they threw dog food under the tank's chassis. The starving dogs rushed under the tank to scavenge for food. After repeated training over time, the dogs developed a conditioned reflex. Whenever they saw a tank, they would run under its chassis to search for food. Many soldiers couldn't accept sending their beloved dogs to die. They tried to leave with their military dogs. The officer fired warning shots, declaring, "Anyone who deserts, man or dog, will be executed on the spot as traitors." He roared, "This is war. If we don't use the dogs, more soldiers will die destroying tanks. Accept this reality." Following orders, they strapped explosive charges with trigger mechanisms to the dogs' backs and soon deployed them to the front lines. The dogs had no idea they were being sent to their deaths for this war. However, during their first battle, a military dog saw a Soviet tank suddenly start up. Acting on its conditioned reflex, it broke free from its handler and charged toward the tank. The terrified tank crew scrambled inside, while the officer ordered soldiers to shoot the dog. The bullet missed, and the only tank on the position was destroyed. The furious officer prepared to execute the dog handler when German forces suddenly launched an attack on their position. 4 German tanks advanced methodically with infantry support, steadily pushing toward the Soviet lines. The Soviet commander immediately ordered soldiers to deploy suicide dogs. Reluctant soldiers kissed their dogs goodbye, then unleashed them. The dogs bolted toward the battlefield with explosive packs, braving gunfire to dive under German tanks. One successfully destroyed an enemy vehicle. The trainer painfully shed tears as the dog he'd raised since puppyhood sacrificed itself. With German forces closing in, they sent another dog charging from the trenches toward the enemy. Another explosion echoed. Another dog lost. During World War II, the Soviet Union trained over 40,000 such military dogs. Yet while the ideal was ambitious, the reality was grim. These 40,000 suicide dogs destroyed just over 300 German tanks, while accidentally destroying over 200 of their own Soviet tanks. The German military soon adopted an unwritten rule. Any dog spotted on the battlefield was to be eliminated immediately. These poor animals became casualties of humanity's wars, bearing burdens never meant to be theirs.